Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Shoves him aside, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Rodgers now on 1st down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year. And he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Aaron Rodgers doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Packers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now a throw here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Rodgers now to throw. Open man, this is Lewis. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
39 yards there, a big one. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure, and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Throwing Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they described that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. The touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are once again back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out.
And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On play action. Now Rodgers steps away. And complete once again to Watson. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rodgers again now. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
And he finds his man. It's Robinson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. In motion left, Robinson. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now Jones. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 22 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Should their woes on offense continue, that's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 28 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Open man. This is Lewis. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
play action. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Rodgers will throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing Jones. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mwroom. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. It's Barkley on the counter. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
I just scraped it off the top, got it on the road.